football. Drive for the goal line. What's the call? It's a touchdown! The Wolverines have won it on the final play of the game. Touchdown East. A Wolverine walk-off winner.
Ostrowski, the righty, winds and deals. Strike three! It's a perfect game! Tate Ostrowski has thrown a perfect game for the Wolverines!
Piper back to throw. Has time. Looking for the end zone, and what is it called? Touchdown! It is a touchdown for the Wolverines with 7 seconds to play.
Bow City has won the President's Athletic Conference Championship. Bow City wins the PAC. The Cinderella story is alive.
Piper takes the snap. Looking to throw. Fires downfield. Frazier made the catch and scored the touchdown to win it for the Wolverines.
Tonight on the Wolverines Sports Network, the Grove City College women's basketball team raises the curtain on the 2025-26 season as the Wolverines take on Carlow in non-conference action. Tip-off coming up at the top of the hour. But first, it's time for the Jason Baker Show here on the Wolverines Sports Network. Hi, everybody. Ryan Briggs here, along with Grove City College head women's basketball coach Jason Baker. This year, we are pleased to announce that the Jason Baker Show is sponsored by our friends at Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash in Grove City. Ken Frenchak and his great crew sponsoring the Jason Baker Show. Of course, the Andrew DiDonato Show in football season. They will also sponsor the Steve Lammy Show in men's basketball season. And with all that, Coach, welcome back. Hard to believe it's tip-off time here for a new season.
This fall has flown by, and it's hard to believe, but we are here.
The Grove City Wolverines entering this season. Coach, last year, as we take a brief look back at last year, a lot of progress made, a 16-win season. There was certainly a lot to like from last year. Your first full year as the head coach, interim coach in year one, 16 wins last year. Ultimately did not get the championship that the program's striving for, but certainly a lot to take away from last year.
Absolutely. It was a huge step forward. We lost a boatload of seniors, and not only great players, but just fantastic human beings. And the fact that we were able to just get better and better and better as the year went on, really shows that the culture that we're trying to build is we're improving and we're getting there. And I'm so excited for this group that we have this year, because they have taken that and have really worked hard to just get better and better and better.
You mentioned losing so many seniors, a big senior class graduating, which means that the roster this year has a number of new faces. The roster, it's a very healthy size, although some injuries have hurt the Wolverines in preseason. We will touch on that. But, certainly a number of holdovers, but also a lot of newcomers. How's everything come together so far over the last 3.5, 4 weeks of practice?
It's been great. We have a very competitive group, and yeah, as you mentioned, we've been hit by the injury bug pretty hard, but our team has really competed consistently every single day and really made strides, tremendous strides already throughout our 15 practices.
And looking at kind of as we go class by class, the senior class, 4 seniors, 4 that have played varying amounts, but certainly a lot of seasoning. I'm sure you're counting on those 4 to help lead the way here, especially early on. Absolutely.
Katie Hoff's been banged up a little bit with a hip flexor, and so I don't know if she will play tonight, if any. But yeah, Reese Hazley will be our starting point guard tonight, and has just really played well and led well, and really done a lot of good things so far. And then Meredith Sherrod will be our starting 5, and Emma Almer is our second group 5. And we expect those 3 to really play a very significant role for us tonight.
And then looking at the junior class, a group it's an interesting group. Certainly, you have some people coming back, some people who are out. A junior that technically is a sophomore athletically.
Right.
It's
a couple of them.
A couple of them. It's a group that certainly I know that you have high hopes for, you and the coaching staff, but also a group that maybe we've not seen a great deal from some of these players.
Yeah, right. I think that if you look at last year's team, Bethany Thompson started 17 games for us. She is currently injured and will not be playing tonight. Alexa McDowell played a little bit of time for us last year. She's going to play a major role and start for us tonight. And I actually think he could be one of the best on-ball defenders in our league. Sarah Pfeiffer played a little bit of minutes for us last year. She's another one that I think could play a big role with much more minutes. Brooke McCoy is coming off a torn ACL last year. Will actually start for us at the 4 spot tonight with Alexis Hudson being out with an injury. And, it's a group that, we have seen the compete in that group, and we've seen it consistently, and they're really doing a lot of good things.
You mentioned Alexa McDowell, and I know we've talked off air and so forth, just as practices have gone on, that she may have made as much of a leap from last year this year as anybody, correct?
Absolutely, and she's worked at it. Like, she came in, the shape that she came in, and she's obviously so much stronger, and she's a worker. And, I mean, it was never a doubt to us how well she could shoot the basketball. That's always been there. But the way that she is defending, the way that she is really playing it, and so many more different parts to her game that have really kind of blown up so far this year. I think she's going to have a really good year for us.
The sophomores, we saw a couple of them last year. I understand that Alexis Hudson's going to be out tonight,
right.
But Kaylee Devlin, the other second-year sophomore, because we have a couple of newcomers in that class also.
Right.
But, again, 2 young ladies who, when I think of them, the first thing I think of is length.
Absolutely right. Length and athleticism, both of those two. And, when Alexis is healthy, she will be our starting 4. And I actually think she could be one of the better players in our conference. But Kaylee, she is just long, athletic, as good a defender and rebounder as you're going to see at that position in our league. And I think she's also made tremendous strides. She shot the ball better. She's an explosive driver to the rim, and just, like I said, just a really dynamic defender who if Alexa's not on the ball pressuring it for 94 feet, Kaylee will. We're really, and she will be starting at the 3 spot for us tonight.
And then the newcomers, we won't get into necessarily specifics in terms of players, but how are the newcomers doing? It's a big adjustment from the scholastic level to college ball. And you mentioned the number of practices, of course, the off-season work and so forth. How are they coming along? Really well,
and it's a group that we are really excited about. And they're going to be out there tonight. And I think the part that excites me the most is, they're not afraid, and they're going to go out and they're going to play, and they're going to play hard, and they're going to do their thing. And it's a group that, like I said, that we are really excited about, and you're going to see them tonight.
From an X and O standpoint, not that we're opening up the game plan or anything, but have there been a lot of changes since last year because of the personnel overhaul, or are we going to see a lot of similar, strategies, if you will, employed, or is it maybe too early to say?
Well, I mean, going into the season, we weren't sure with the injuries about our depth, but our young players have really stepped up, and so no, I think it's going to be very similar. We'll sub in 5 for 5 quite a bit. We're going to play full court man. We're going to press, and we're going to play fast, and run our Princeton stuff. And no, I don't think you're going to see a whole lot different. I think that our team, one thing that I'm really excited about is you can tell our upperclassmen have another year in the system, and just our movements within the half court have just been tremendous. And I give our young players so much credit because they've sometimes I'm not sure they know what they're doing fully, but they go out and they make things happen. But they've picked up on the nuances of everything that we're doing and done really well with that.
That's a look ahead at the 2025-26 Wolverines. When Coach and I come back, we'll dial in the focus a little bit. We'll look at tonight's opponent, the Carlow Celtics, coming off a 12-13 season last year. They are a bit of a mystery coming in, a lot of new faces in the purple and gold jerseys. We will talk about what we know about Carlow, which might not take too long, but we will talk about that. We'll also talk about the specter of opening night, all that, and much, much more. But first, we're going to take a break. A word from our sponsor, Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash in Grove City. This is the Jason Baker Show on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out, it's that easy. We check your oil, check your fluids, and get you clean. Fast, friendly service for cars, trucks, and SUVs. Wiper blades or filters, check your tire pressure. Locally owned, nationally known. No appointment necessary. Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out, it's that easy.
Ken Frenchak here at the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Experience. We're all about experience. The experience of our expert quick lube techs and also the experience we provide you with every oil change. You can go anywhere for an oil change, but you come here to the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City for the experience. Drive in, drive out. It's that easy. The Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City.
Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out, it's that easy.
Welcome back to the Wolverine Sports Network. This is Ryan Briggs, joined by Grove City College head women's basketball coach Jason Baker. This is the Jason Baker Show. Tonight, opening night, Coach, the Carlow Celtics coming to town. Before we delve into tonight's opponent, season opener, I know you've been through a lot of openers as an assistant coach, a head coach, high school, college, boys, girls, men, women, as a collegiate athlete. Opening night or opening day or whatever, it never gets old, does it?
No, it does not. And just that feeling, and I think, just from talking to a couple of our players today, it does not. And it's just an exciting thing. You really, the poise and composure, we'll talk about that. We'll work on that. But so much of tonight is just exciting and just going out and playing as hard as we can. And I feel good that our team's going to do that.
Getting to open at home is something that doesn't happen every year. Oftentimes there are tip-off tournaments or something of that sort. Tonight, just a standalone. The Wolverines will be in action in a tip-off next weekend at the College of Worcester. So getting to open at home, that adds an extra dynamic. There's going to be, obviously the normal Wolverine fans here, students and so forth. And I'm sure a lot maybe add a little bit more juice as opposed to, being at a neutral site 150 miles away.
Yeah, I totally agree. And that was our thought process when we put the schedule together, is we wanted to try to get as many non-conference home games as possible. And if we could open at home, that would really be special. And, we had a youth basketball camp this summer, and we sent out invitations to all of our youth campers and their families to come tonight. So we're hoping to see a lot of those little basketball players and their families tonight. So like you said, it never gets old. It's always exciting, and it's something that our team's really looking forward to.
Tonight, the Carlow Celtics come to town. Again, a team that was 9-7 last year in the Allegheny Mountain Collegiate Conference, 12-13 overall. But a lot of new faces in the lineup there, most notably Emery Stinnett, who in 17 games last year averaged nearly 8 points per game. Gia Rosensteel played all 25 games last year for Carlow, averaged a shade under 3 points per game. But you look at the roster for Carlow, a lot of newcomers, a lot of freshmen. Certainly a mystery here as we approach tip-off.
Absolutely. I know Stinnett is their best returning scorer. She's a really quick to the right hand, actually shoots it pretty well. Last year, played the 4 spot a lot. But yeah, we've watched several of their games from last year, got their main actions and stuff. Worked on those, but yeah, we don't know. I think we're going to see quite a bit of zone defense tonight out of them. I could be wrong about that. But no, it's tonight. Going into it, so much of the focus was just on us and us doing our thing and playing as well as we can, and just really trying to wear them out throughout the course of 40 minutes.
And in your 2 scrimmages with Penn State Altoona and then Pitt Bradford, you did see some zone, correct?
Yes, Bradford played pretty much exclusively zone against us, so that's something we've worked on quite a bit these last couple of weeks. Yeah, like you said, it's a mystery. We'll see if that's what we get. So yeah, the focus has really been on us, and honestly, the first 15 days of practice, that's probably what it should be.
What are a couple of keys tonight for the Wolverines to open up the season with a victory over a Carlow team that the Wolverines have not played in 31 years?
It starts with pressure, and we're really going to pressure them and try to wear them down. And if we can force turnovers without fouling, I think that's a huge key. Rebounding's always one. I think we have some dynamic rebounding guards, and so we're really going to go hard to the glass. And so our goal is to really dominate the glass tonight. So I think that's a huge one. And one for us has always been taking care of the basketball. Now, one thing that we've done a tremendous job of so far this season in our scrimmages and our practices is we have taken care of the basketball. And when we get good shots, good things happen. And to do that, you've got to take care of it.
Coach, we appreciate your time. Looking forward to doing this throughout the season. Best of luck tonight. And we will talk to you in a couple of weeks when the Wolverines return home as conference play starts a little bit later this year with the divisional setup. We'll talk about that in an upcoming episode of the show. But thanks for your time. Best of luck, and go get them.
Thank you, Briggs, very much. Always appreciate it.
That is Grove City College head women's basketball coach Jason Baker. You've been listening to the Jason Baker Show on the Wolverines Sports Network. Tonight's show, as always, brought to you by Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash in Grove City. When we come back, we will have tonight's starting lineups and tip-off coming up at the top of the hour from the Grove City College Arena. It's Carlow and Grove City, and it comes up next on the home of the Wolverines.
Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out, it's that easy.
Ken Frenchak here at the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Experience. We're all about experience. The experience of our expert quick lube techs, and also the experience we provide you with every oil change. You can go anywhere for an oil change, but you come here to the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City for the experience. Drive in, drive out, it's that easy. The Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City.
Founded in 1955, the President's Athletic Conference is regarded as one of the elite NCAA Division III conferences in the nation. Comprised of 12 private institutions and 1 associate member, the PAC thrives in athletics and academics. Now sponsoring 24 varsity sports, the PAC remains unique in this day of high-pressure college athletics, with academics at the core of every program. With over 300 academic All-Americans and over 1,400 academic honor roll recipients with a 3.6 GPA or higher in the past year alone. Our student athletes excel in athletics as well as the classroom. Want to learn more? Visit us at pacathletics.org or follow us on social media.
It is opening night in the Grove City College Arena, and tonight the Grove City College women's basketball team will take on Carlow in the 2025-2026 lid lifter. Hi, everybody. Ryan Briggs with you tonight here on the Wolverines Sports Network. So glad you could join us tonight on this Friday, this first Friday in November. And the Wolverines coming off a strong season last year, 16 wins, opening up this newest chapter in Wolverine basketball. A lot of new faces in the lineup, in the rotation. Some old faces back as well. Carlow, The Celtics, as we talked with Coach Baker, they have a lot of new faces as well, and it'll be, you have to think probably at least the first, maybe entirely first quarter, a lot of feeling out by the two teams. Of course, no game film. The scrimmages are, you don't see the scrimmage film, so it'll be interesting to see how things shake out tonight here as these teams will clash in the Grove City College Arena. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with the starting lineups and get you set. Grove City and Carlow here on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Hey, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
We are back here in the Grove City College Arena. Time now for tonight's starting lineups. First for Carlow, the visitors. Head coach Dave Gordon beginning year number 7 in Pittsburgh as the head coach. Actually, his 4th year there, he spent 7 as an assistant, so 11 years overall. Either way, he'll deploy this starting lineup, primarily a guard-oriented lineup. Lexi Ewig, 5'6" freshman from McGuffey down in Washington County. Jada Drummond, 5'4" freshman guard from Philadelphia. Gia Rosensteel, 5'4" sophomore from Greensburg-Salem, one of a few returnees this year for Carlow. Up front, Amari Stinnett, 5'7" senior from Baltimore. And the 5th starter, it's Courtney Martin, 5'11" junior from Bemis Point, New York. Again, it's Ewig, Drummond, Rosensteel, Stinnett, Martin for Carlow. For Grove City, the guards, Reese Hazley, 5'5" senior from Deer Lakes, and Alexa McDowell, 5'4" junior from Evans City by way of Mars High School. Up front, Kaylee Devlin, 5'8" sophomore from Turbotville, Pennsylvania. Brooke McCoy back after missing last year, 5'9" junior from Hempfield. She will start at the other forward spot. And in the middle, it's Meredith Sherrod, the 5'11" senior from New Braunfels, Texas. Again, for Grove City, it'll be Hazley, McDowell, Devlin, McCoy, and Sherrod for head coach Jason Baker, who begins year number 3. The officials for tonight's game, your lead referee is Mark Majewski. Justin Ehrman and Alex Speck round out the 3-man crew. We'll take our final pregame break, and we will come back with the opening tip. It's Grove City and Carlow, the 2025-26 season opener on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Founded in 1955, the President's Athletic Conference is regarded as one of the elite NCAA Division III conferences in the nation. Comprised of 12 private institutions and 1 associate member, the PAC thrives in athletics and academics. Now sponsoring 24 varsity sports, the PAC remains unique in this day of high-pressure college athletics, with academics at the core of every program. With over 300 academic All-Americans and over 1,400 academic honor roll recipients with a 3.6 GPA or higher in the past year alone. Our student-athletes excel in athletics as well as the classroom. Want to learn more? Visit us at pacathletics.org or follow us on social media.
I'm Sally, a volunteer at United Way. I'm asking people around the neighborhood what they think this place needs. Excuse me, hi. What do you think this place needs?
I'd like to see more parking.
More playgrounds.
Free movies.
Oh, that's easy. Better restaurants.
And you, what do you think this place needs?
This place? Oh, more ice cream trucks.
Okay. How about you?
Wi-Fi everywhere?
I was thinking more money in the pockets of local families come tax time.
Can I change my answer?
I was just kidding about the ice cream.
Oh, that's way better.
Now that you mention it.
When it comes to getting better tax refunds into the hands of local families, what this place needs is you. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org. Because great things happen when we live united. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
This is the news. This morning, we are saluting the 2.2 million women who have joined in the war effort. They now make up 37% of the workforce, changing their role forever. The prestigious Harvard Medical School is breaking ground today, opening its doors to new female applicants.
Today, little girls all over the world look to the sky, where the first woman is now in space.
Military stereotypes are challenged today with the trailblazing promotion of a U.S. female officer to 4-star general. It was just announced that the vast majority of last year's doctorate degrees were earned by women.
We've come so far, but our news is changing for the worse. More women die from heart disease and stroke than men, even though it can be prevented. Make a change at GoRedForWomen.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women.
Chris, can you put the video game controller down for a second?
I can talk and play. Oh, I'm totally annihilating this punk kid in Nebraska.
I just feel like you're not acting like a grown-up in our relationship.
Am too.
Well, you know, you still ride your skateboard to work, there's the comic book collection, the race car bed.
Look, I'm young at heart, but I put money into my 401k every paycheck. I picked up a few savings tips at feedthepig.org. I have control over my financial life now, and that feels pretty grown up.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. For free ideas and easy tips on ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
So, I bet I look like a grown-up to you now.
Well, except for the footy pajamas, I'd have to agree.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
So the starting lineups introduced here in the Grove City College Arena. Grove City in the home whites, red numbers and letters. Red trim, Carlow purple with silver numbers outlined in gold lettering for Carlow. Grove City going left to right in the first half. And the tip is controlled by Carlow. We're underway here in the Grove City College Arena. And a three put up and good to begin tonight's game for Carlow. Gia Rosensteel, 3 points. So Carlow gets the first salvo of the night. Now Alexa McDowell answers with a three. And we're tied at 3. So each team coming out smoking, hitting a 3. Rosensteel on the Carlow side, and for Grove City, McDowell. Driving right is Stinnett, blocked out of there and grabbed by Meredith Sherrod for Grove City. Here come the Wolverines. Left of the lane, McCoy up and good with the left hand, and Brooke McCoy gives Grove City its first lead. 5-3 Grove City. A minute gone by here in the Grove City College Arena. Grove City in the man-to-man. Right wing with it. Ewig out of McGuffey for Rosensteel. Goes to the top of the key. Martin posting up far block. Up with the left hand. That one misses. Rebound grabbed by Carlow. Shot clock at 3. A 3 put up by Martin, and it's good. And Carlow back on top, 6-5. They call it a 2 for Martin either way, so it is 5-all. 3 put up by McCoy, no good. Rebound loose, dug out by Sherrod. Swings it off to McColl at the left elbow for Hazley. 10-footer up, short. Rebound snagged out of there by Carlow. Tied at 5, a minute 50 to go, or minute 50 gone by in the first quarter. Of course, the shot clock's 30 seconds. Neither team really is seeming to worry about that a whole lot. Devlin near side 3, can't get the roll, and Martin picks off the rebound for Carlow. Back the other way comes Drummond. Gets it out to Stinnett, Amari Stinnett, leading returning scorer for the Celtics, averaged nearly 8 per game last year. Right elbow Martin with it, 14 to shoot. To the baseline, Drummond steps through, up the left hand. It is blocked by McDowell. Drummond gets the rebound. Shot clock at 6. Bounce pass for cutting Stinnett. 2 seconds, stripped, loose, scramble for it. And Grove City has it, the takeaway for the Wolverines. Ahead to McDowell. McDowell for the trailer Hazley. Up with the left hand, no, but a foul. And we will have free throws with 7:19 to go in a frantic first quarter. Mark Majewski comes over and tells us the foul is on Rosensteel. That's the first foul of the night. Reese Hazley at the line, hits the first one, first point of the night for Reese. So starter as a sophomore, did not start last year, but played starters minutes, about 22 per night. It is 6-5, and now 7-5. Hazley goes 2 for 2 at the line. Audrey Klingenpeel, 5'10 freshman in for Carlow. She's out of Coolville, Ohio. The Celtics also sending Josie Horn in. She's a 5'8 sophomore from Waynesburg. Waynesburg Central High School. The Raiders, inbounds tipped out of bounds. Carlow will try it again, but now the inbounder cannot move. And it's going to be Klingenpeel to send it in. And the inbounder Rosensteel, Grove City, the full court man-to-man. See if the Wolverines trap out of it. Rosensteel over the timeline. Rosensteel into the lane, has it knocked away from behind. It goes out of bounds. And it will stay Celtics basketball with 7:09 to go in the first quarter. Shot clock at 20. The inbounds comes out on the near left wing for Klingenpeel. She'll hand it back to Drummond. Drummond working back near midcourt, working on Alexa McDowell. Left corner, 3 on the way. It's a 2 from Klingenpeel, and it's good. Klingenpeel, a long 2, and we're tied again, this time at 7. So Klingenpeel from 22 feet ties this one. Sherrod inside for Devlin. Her shot on the block is blocked out of bounds. It'll stay Grove City ball as Stinnett, the shot blocker, could not get the defensive board, but Grove City has it with 18 on the shot clock. Devlin finds Reese Hazley, and Hazley walked with the ball. Reese had an extra step in there, and Grove City commits the turnover. 7-7, 6:40 to go, first quarter. Drummond receives the inbounds in the backcourt. Gets it off to Klingenpeel, who hit the long 2 last time down, guarded in the forecourt by Sherrod. Trapped by Hazley, knocked away, goes out of bounds off of Drummond, and the Wolverines force the turnover. Grove City throwing a trap, and it comes up with a turn, and it results in a turnover. Grove City's not yet gone to the bench, but head coach Jason Baker expects to use a number of players tonight. And for the first time tonight, Carlow appears to be into a zone, a 2-3. And a 3-second violation will be called on the Wolverines. Somebody camping out in the lane. Not sure if they got McCoy or Devlin. Either way, it's back to Carlow after the second turnover, and a steal by McDowell. McDowell puts it up with the right hand, missed it. Hazley for the follow, up and good. Hangs the rim and drops in. Hazley's first field goal of the night, 9-7 Grove City. Reese Hazley. Drummond, far block, gets it inside and a foul as Horn is whacked down low. Horn will toe the line to the left with 5:56 to go in the first quarter. Fouls on Devlin, that's the first foul of the night against Grove City. Grove City foul number 5, Kaylee Devlin, her first, team first. Josie Horn shooting 2. Wholesale changes for Grove City. We'll tell you about them in just a moment after Horn misses the first one. We see Emma Ulmer, 6'3" senior from Northumberland Christian in. Sarah Pfeiffer, junior guard from Pine Richland in for the first time tonight. Then looks as if we have 3 newcomers out there as well. As Horn hits the back end, her first point of the night to make it 9-8. Drummond out, Ewig back in. Also in for the Wolverines are Josie Fortuna, 5'6", first-year sophomore from Laurel. Haley Mack, 5'3", freshman point guard from Hillsdale, Michigan. Ulmer on the near right baseline, moves it up top to Fortuna. Fortuna drives left of the lane, kicks it out. 3 on the way from Kate Klein, no good. The rebound, grabbed and put up and in. As there for the putback is Haley Mack. Mack's first 2 collegiate points, back the other way. Shot on the baseline by Alexis Toth, no good. Rebound, out of bounds, off of Carlow. It'll be Grove City basketball. So the 5th player out there for the Wolverines is Kate Klein, 5'5" freshman from Oxford High School down in Chester County. Mack on the near wing to Pfeiffer, and Pfeiffer's going to be called for the travel. Got the feet going a little bit too quickly. And Grove City turns over the basketball for the 3rd time tonight. 5:21 to go first quarter. And it will be Toth to inbound. In the backcourt, Ewig lost it. Got taken down by Klein. The Carlow bench wanted a foul. There's certainly a very physical play, but it would be Grove City basketball after the turnover. 5:16 to go first quarter. Grove City with the basketball. Turnover number 3 tonight for Carlow. Carlow in the zone. Mack on the left wing with it. Mack skip right side for Fortuna. Catch and shoot. 3 up. No good. Rebound. Ulmer tracks it down using that 6'3" wingspan. Threw it inside for Klein off her hands and grabbed out of there by Carlow. And then Ewig fouled as she gets into the forecourt. Klein with a reach in. That'll be Klein's first, team second. Grove City foul number 2, Kate Klein, her first, team second. Shot clock resets to 30 on the foul. Ewig over the timeline with it, harassed by Klein. Working on the right wing. 3 freshmen, a senior, and a second-year junior out there for the Wolverines here midway through the first quarter. Martin, right wing to Klingenpeel, 13 to shoot. Grove City cranking up the defensive pressure. Martin, step back 3, that is long. Rebound tipped around, grabbed by Horn. Second opportunity, Klingenpeel, the lefty, a long 2, no good. And Klein had the rebound, was knocked away by Pfeiffer. And now we have a jump ball in the paint. The arrow belongs to Grove City. Drummond back in. Klingenpeel out for Carlow. Fortuna, Mack, Klein, Ulmer, Pfeiffer against what is now an extended 2-3. Pfeiffer left wing up top to Mack. Grove City 1-3-1 zone offense. Klein, 3, good. Kate Klein buries the 3. Kate Klein for 3. She doubles the lead, does Kate Klein. It's 14-8. Second 3 of the night for the Wolverines. McDowell got the scoring going with a 3 early on. And now a 3-second violation will be called on Carlow as Martin had that foot in the lane a little bit too long. Reese Hazley back in for the Wolverines. Mack out. Good minutes from Haley Mack in her collegiate debut. Getting that put back for a basket. Omer in the right corner, into the paint for Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer rips through, it's deflected and stolen. Carlow to steal, Ewig with it, now to Drummond, and Drummond will be called for a carry. So we've had a carry and 2 3-second calls here in the early going tonight. It is opening night, the old points of emphasis. Grove City on top, 6 with the basketball, moving left to right here in the first half. At home, nice crowd on hand here tonight in the Grove City College Arena. Klein on the right wing, skip left side for Hazley. 3 up short. Rebound far corner, tipped out of bounds by Carlow as Toth was battling with Hazley. Wolverines will have it, and the shot clock resets to 20. Stinnett back in for the Celtics. And it's going to be Toth exiting for the visitors. Inbound to Hazley on the left block, kicks it out to Fortuna. Swing it left side to Klein, now back up top for Fortuna. Carlow back into the man-to-man. Hazley right side, Hazley drive and kick left side. Fortuna 3 on the way, it is short. Martin with the rebound after a nice box out. Wolverines are now 2 of 6 from behind the 3-point line. 4 subs coming to the table for Grove City. McDowell, Sherrod among them, and a travel will be called on Stinnett. The Wolverines will get it back. Devlin returning, and we get our first look at Anna Novelli, 5'9" freshman from Franklin Regional, in for the first time this evening. Comes at the 2:55 mark. 14-8 Grove City on top. Hazley running the point. Finds McDowell in the left wing, and Carlow back to the zone. High post for Sherrod. Sherrod right corner to Devlin. Devlin drives, finds Hazley on the right wing. 3, Hazley up and good. Hazley now with 7, 17-8 Grove City. Reese Hazley for 3. Hazley 2 free throws, a 2 and a 3 here in this first quarter. Drummond, right wing, fumbled it, got it back, kicks it over. Stinnett 3 doesn't go, and Novelli flies in for the rebound. Novelli puts it on the deck, here comes Grove City. Hazley throws it inside, batted out of bounds by an alert Jersey Horn. Rosensteel back in for Carlow. And who's coming out? It's going to be Drummond. And Grove City will inbound out of a 1-4 along the baseline. Devlin to trigger in the corner. Finds Hazley. Now out to Sherrod, top of the key, jumper good. Meredith Sherrod, a 20-footer, 19-8 Grove City. Two minutes to go in the first quarter. Grove City's opened up a double-digit lead. It's a 10-0 run for the Wolverines. Ewig left of the lane, gets it up top for Rosensteel. To Martin, top of the circle, jumper on the way, no good. Rebound, Novelli had it, was taken away by Rosensteel. Works it down low for Stinnett. She'll muscle it up and in. Imari Stinnett, first points of the night. Inside for Sherrod, knocked away by Horn, and back the other way comes Carlow. 1:30 to go, first quarter. Ewig with it. Move it up top for Rosensteel. Rosensteel right of the lane to Martin on the far block. Double knocked away by McDowell. Martin trying to save it, ends up on the baseline. That is turnover number 8 tonight for Carlow. Klingenpeel back in for the Celtics with 78 seconds to go first quarter. And Martin will check out, so a smaller lineup out there now. A little bit smaller. Martin's a true post player. Klingenpeel can go in or out. And Hazley over the timeline with it. Backdoor lob inside for Novelli, puts it up and in. Devlin with the feed, Novelli the finish. 21-10, a minute to go, first quarter. Rosensteel in the backcourt, trying to beat the 10 count, and they're not going to. 10-second violation. The Grove City press forcing the turnover. 9 turnovers so far tonight for Carlow, and Grove City will have it with 54 seconds to go in quarter number 1. Carlow back to the man-to-man. Devlin, skip near side for McDowell, deflected, grabbed by McDowell. 3 by the lefty, got it. Alexa McDowell's second 3 of the night. (24-10) Grove City, 15-2 run. A steal now far side by Sherrod. Ahead to Hazley, to the line, to the lane. Hazley, it's blocked out of bounds by Stinnett. Differential of 2.5 seconds. Grove City can pretty much go for the final shot of the quarter if they are so inclined. Maddie Finley, 5'9" freshman out of Mercer, right up the road. Played for the legendary Aaron Cook. She checks in. Stinnett out with 27.5 seconds to go. Baseline inbound to Sherrod. Foul line jumper on the way, good. Meredith Sherrod with 4. (26-10). Full court pressure by the Wolverines. A trap in the backcourt. Rosensteel with it. Down to 10 seconds to go first quarter. Rosensteel works it down low for Horn, and a foul with 4.4 seconds to go. Devlin got a lot of the shot, but she also got quite a bit of the shooter. It's Devlin's second, team third, and Carlow will shoot free throws. Josie Horn at the line. Hits that one. She's 2 for 3 at the stripe tonight. Horn 2 for 3. There's number 12. 5'8" sophomore from Greene County. Puts it up. And that one follows as well. 26-12. 3 seconds to go. Hazley at midcourt, 2 seconds. 1, Hazley 3 to beat the buzzer. Back of the rim and off the backboard. And that is the end of the first quarter. Good start for Grove City. Wolverines lead 26-10, 26-12, excuse me. We'll be back with the second quarter on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Mama, what does the chicken say?
Chicken. Oh, okay.
When the wolf?
Oh, a wolf. Ooh!
What about the tiny dog? Cat? Owl? Dolphin? What does the turkey say? Whale?
Yeah, whale sound.
Do the giraffe.
Giraffe, really? Okay. Giraffe.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right.
Visit NHTSA.gov/the right seat.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
It'll be Carlow ball to start the second quarter. Celtics on the road. Grove City with the lead, 26-12. Carlow in the purple jerseys, silver numbers, outlined in gold lettering, silver and gold trim. Grove City in the home whites, red numbers and letters, red trim for the Wolverines, who are on a 17-4 run. Martin in the lane, pass intercepted. Reese Hazley with the steal. Hazley dribbling through traffic. Hazley to the line, to the left block. Kicks it over to McCoy. McCoy steps back, a long 2, up, off the mark, no good. Sherrod had the rebound, batted away, and Rosensteel snags it for Carlow. Grove City shooting 10 of 20 tonight, that's 50%. Carlow's 4 of 12. Carlow a 10-8 edge on the glass, but big story turnovers, 11 for Carlow, 3 for Grove City so far tonight. Rosensteel up top. Rosensteel, left-hand dribble. Works at right wing now for Drummond, and Drummond walked with the basketball. It'll be Grove City ball after the traveling violation. 9:07 to go, second quarter here in the Grove City College Arena. I want to thank our tech crew up top tonight. We have Diana Kepner and Jessica Robinette. McDowell, right baseline, down low. Sherrod flashes open, can't get it to go, and Rosensteel comes up with the rebound, took it away from McCoy. A couple of Westmoreland County residents battling there. McCoy from Hempfield, Rosensteel from Greensburg-Salem. Probably not the first time they've tangled over the years in some capacity. Drummond dribbling across the top of the key, dribbled it off her foot. McDowell has it for the Wolverines. McDowell ahead to Hazley, across the lane, up with the left hand, no good. And we have a foul on the rebound. A loose ball foul will go on Alexa McDowell, who crashed into the back of the Carlow defender. It'll be her first and the team's first. Now, question on the foul. It was not on McDowell. The foul on Sherrod, I apologize for that. Opening night for broadcasters too, but still looked like they could have called one on Alexa, but instead it goes on Meredith Sherrod. Right of the lane with it, it's Toth. Into the paint, turnaround jumper for Amari Stinnett, no good. Sarah Pfeiffer digs out the rebound. Pfeiffer, Sherrod, Brooke McCoy, Reese Hazley, Alexa McDowell out there for the Wolverines. Hazley to the lane, no good. Sherrod went up for the follow, blocked from behind by Toth, and Carlow has it. Klingenpeel will get it ahead right side. Carlow moving right to left. Rosensteel with it. Emma Omer back at the table for Grove City. She'll be in on the next stoppage. Near corner, Ewig with it. Up top to Rosensteel. And on the right side, a three on the way, long from Toth. Pfeiffer tips the rebound over to Hazley. Here comes Grove City, moving left to right in the first half. Wolverines go to a 1-4 high. Now put the man offense into action. Hazley drives in and she's fouled. Reese Hazley earns a trip to the line. The foul is on Klingenpeel, her first and the team's first. So Hazley back to the line. 7 points tonight for Reese. That's a game high. And make it 8. First point for either team in the second quarter. That comes 2.5 minutes in. Hazley 2 for 2. 9 for her, 28-12 Grove City. 7:24 to go, first half. Steal in the backcourt, McDowell into the passing lane, step back three, off the rim, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Grove City. Kate Klein, who snuck in during the free throws. And now we're going to have a timeout taken by Carlow. It will be a full timeout. We'll take it as well. Grove City on top, 28-12 on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Founded in 1955, the President's Athletic Conference is regarded as one of the elite NCAA Division III conferences in the nation. Comprised of 12 private institutions and one associate member, the PAC thrives in athletics and academics. Now sponsoring 24 varsity sports, the PAC remains unique in this day of high-pressure college athletics, with academics at the core of every program. With over 300 academic All-Americans and over 1,400 academic honor roll recipients with a 3.6 GPA or higher in the past year alone. Our student athletes excel in athletics as well as the classroom. Want to learn more? Visit us at pacathletics.org or follow us on social media.
McDowell, Hazley, Klein, McCoy, and Omer on the floor for Grove City. It's Stinnett inbounding for Carlow. Finds Ewig. The other three out there, Rosensteel, Toth, and Josie Horn for Carlow. 28-12 Grove City. Carlow taking the timeout. And the ball knocked away in the near corner. It will stay Celtic ball, 19 to shoot. Of course, each team gets 2 fulls and 3 30s. No media timeouts tonight. So the play-by-play guy will talk himself into shape. Ewig on the near side. Hands it off for Drummond, who stumbles but keeps the dribble going, then lost her balance, nearly lost it. Able to find Rosensteel, entry down low, looking for Toth. Deflected away by McCoy. Hazley to a streaking McDowell. Reversal back up top. And now Hazley will set up the offense. 20 to shoot. McDowell for a cutting Hazley. Lefty layup is good. Hazley, lefty layup, 11 for Reese. And now a violation on the inbounds. It'll be Grove City ball. Now the inbounder stepped either on or over the baseline, so thus the turnover gives it right back to Grove City. It was Horn who committed the turnover. McDowell right wing. McDowell pick and pop to McCoy. McCoy, 3 good. Brooke McCoy, good to see her back in the lineup. 5 for her, 33-12. Brooke McCoy for 3. Now steal by the Wolverines and a score for McDowell. Alexa McDowell. Another steal. Hazy will take it all the way. Layup is up, missed it. McDowell there for the follow-up and good. Grove City breaking this wide open. 32nd timeout taken by the Carlow Celtics. Will take it as well. 37-12 Grove City on the Wolverines Sports Network.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies, because feeling full can sound like this.
How did the interview go? I did it! I got the job! I can't believe
it! And like this.
Mom, I got first place at the science fair with my volcano project.
That's amazing, sweetie. Congratulations.
Because when people are fed, futures are nourished, and everyone deserves to live a full life. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Timeout taken by Carlow. The Celtics have taken 2 of their allotted 5 timeouts in the second quarter. Grove City has blown it wide open, 37-12. 6 minutes to go in the first half. Drummond far side, doubled, looking. Finds Stinnett, who lost it. They swing it back left side. 3 by Ewig, no good. And the rebound yanked out of there by McDowell. McDowell into the front court, knocked away from behind. Back to Ulmer, however. McDowell, Mack, Ulmer, Devlin, and Fortuna. The Wolverine 5. Mack with it, working right side to McDowell. Near block, Ulmer posting up. Into the lane, jumper, Fortuna on the way from 12. No good, good look, wouldn't go. And Carlow with a defensive rebound. Josie Horn coming up with it. Toth into the lane, spins up with the left hand, doesn't go. Ball pinballing around underneath. And Emma Ulmer gets her hands on it, collecting the defensive rebound for Grove City. 5:12 to go, first half. McDowell will set up the offense this time. Mack between the circles, left side, McDowell. Down low for the cutter, Devlin up with the left hand, no good. Rebound, Devlin able to save it, but throws it to Drummond of Carlow. Now here come the Celtics. Carlow looking to chip away at this sizable Grove City lead, and a foul's going to be called on McDowell. Her first and the team's second. Grove City foul number 3, Alexa McDowell. Her first, team second. McDowell out with 10 points. And that found Emily King in for the first time tonight. King is a 5'8" freshman guard from Matthews, North Carolina. 4:50 to go, first half. Drummond on the right wing, guarded by King. Drummond dribbling, posting up, picks up the dribble, moves it back out to Toth. 11 to shoot. Drummond right of the lane, and I believe an illegal screen. Yes, an illegal screen will be called away from the ball on Ewig. Her first and the team's second. Offensive foul number 3, Lexi Ewig, her first, team second. Also goes as a turnover, 18th turnover of the night for Carlow. Right corner, King moves it up top for Mack. Haley Mack, 3 on the way. That is short. Rebound is going to go out of bounds, and it will be Carlow basketball. Grove City tonight, 14 of 33 from the field. That's 42%. Carlow, 4 of 16, 25%. 16-15, Carlow the edge on the glass, but turnover margin firmly on Grove City side, plus 14. Fielding in the backcourt, throws it ahead to beat the 10 count. Then Toth threw it away, threw it right to Kaylee Devlin. Devlin the steal, ahead to Mack. Mack drives around the defender, up with the right hand, no good. But a foul at the end of the play. Will be a shooting foul or baseline inbounds. The foul will go on Toth, and it will be free throws for the Wolverines. Toth with the foul, her first, team third. Mack will shoot. 2 points for her tonight. Those came on a putback back in the first quarter. That one rims out, no good. And that putback is what sparked what is now a 28-4 run. It was 9-8 when she scored that. Second one is good for Mack. 38-12 Grove City. 4 minutes to go in the first half. You never know when a run is going to start or what could trigger something. Foul called up top on the Wolverines. It'll go on King with a reach in. King's first, team third. Grove City foul number 12, Emily King. Her first, team third. Something just as innocuous as a guard getting a putback lit the spark for the Wolverines. Drummond to the right elbow to Courtney Martin. Martin working on Sherrod. Give it off to Horn. 2 seconds, Drummond to beat the shot clock, banks it home. Much needed basket for Carlow, and Jada Drummond gets the first points of the second quarter for the Celtics. Jada Drummond. Fortuna up top, high arcing 3 is short, and Martin pulls down the rebound for Carlow. Drummond with it, Drummond into the lane, runner with the right hand. That one doesn't go. Sherrod picks off the rebound. Sherrod will bring it ahead. Sherrod putting it on the deck, pulls up 15-footer, up, no, but a foul. Meredith Sherrod listed as the starting center, but had a little tail on that, make her a G, a guard. Foul goes on Martin, her first, team fourth, and Sherrod will shoot 2. Carlow foul on number 1, Courtney Martin, her first, team fourth. Meredith Sherrod shooting 2. Novelli back in for Grove City along with Klein. Hazley, McDowell, and the free throw shooter Sherrod complete the 5, and Sherrod misses the first one. Wolverines are 5 of 7 at the line tonight as a team. Sherrod with 4 points. And make it 5 for Meredith. 39-14, 3 minutes to go, first half. Klingenpeel leaves it for the trailer Drummond. That one had a lot of juice on it. Drummond can't handle it. It goes out of bounds, and it will be Wolverine basketball. Left wing Klein against the zone, throws the backdoor lob to Novelli, posting up. Her reverse layup is swatted by Martin, and the rebound grabbed by Audrey Klingenpeel. .236 to go in the half. Drummond around a screen. Drummond into the lane. It is blocked by Hazley. She came out of nowhere with a 2-hand swat. Hazley, no look past the Novelli. 10-footer on the way. Good for Anna Novelli. Novelli, second fielder of the night. 41-14. 2:13 to go in the half. Right corner. Rosensteel, 3 on the way. It is long. And yanking down the rebound is Alexa McDowell. McDowell in some trouble. Timeout, Grove City. Wolverines take time. We'll take a break as well with Grove City leading 41-14. Back after this quick break on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Grove City basketball coming out of the timeout. Sherrod has it blocked out of bounds by Martin. Courtney Martin with a couple of emphatic blocks here in this second quarter. Timeout, Grove City's first taken in the game. Carlow's taken 2, both in the second quarter. 1:55 to go first half. Novelli's inbound deflected. Klein battling for it, and a loose ball foul will go on the Wolverines as Martin grabbed it, and Klein picks up her second foul, team 4th. Carlow in the bonus for the rest of the first half. Grove City foul number 2, Kate Klein, her second, team 4th. Horn exits for Carlow. Stinnett back in along with Rosensteel, Drummond, Ewig, and Martin. So starting 5 out there for Carlow. Get in the middle of the floor to Rosensteel. Left side, Martin 3 over Sherrod. It is short. Rebound batted out of there by Novelli. It will stay Carlow basketball. And Novelli did a nice job of not being in the back of the defender. Wolverines will go a little deeper to the bench. Katie Hoff, who's been shaken up a little bit in preseason. She will come in, the senior out of Our Lady of the Sacred Heart. Good to see Hoff hale and healthy. Inbounds near side, knocked out of bounds by Kate Klein, who got the hand in there. And Carlow will try it again, this time in front of the Grove City bench, right at the hash mark. Into the near corner for Martin. Martin working on Hoff. Martin across the lane, up with the right hand, no good. Alexa McDowell flies in for the rebound. McDowell pushes ahead, and we're gonna have a foul in the backcourt on Carlow. Officials get together. It's Mark Majewski and Justin Ehrman, and Justin Ehrman comes over and says we have a technical foul coming on Martin. So a technical foul on Martin with 1:31 to go in the second quarter. McDowell shooting the tech free throws, missed the first and makes the second one. 11 points tonight for the Mars grad, and it's 42-14. Martin must have said something. That's all I can figure. It was the way things were going. That was strange. Hazley, right side with it. Hazley working on Rosensteel. Hazley into the lane. It's knocked away, but she's able to tip it over to McDowell. 11 to shoot. McDowell baseline drive to Klein. Kate Klein, 3, short, no good. And rebound grabbed by Stinnett. Here comes Carlow with 1:05 to go first half. Stinnett on the right wing. $18 to shoot. Drummond dribbling around, gets a screen. Looking for the pick and roll. The roll wasn't there. Up top now for Ewig, flashing open. 3 doesn't go. Rebound grabbed by Rosensteel. 16 to shoot. Pass far side, batted out of bounds by Hazley. Carlow keeps it. 14 on the shot clock. Coming up at the half. First half scoring and stats. We'll look at the PAC scoreboard. It is a busy night in the President's Athletic Conference, and we'll take a look at what's on tap for tomorrow. Busy day on the Wolverines Sports Network. We'll have all that at halftime. Drummond into the front court, stumbling, and it's knocked away by Hazley. Grabbed by Klein. Outlet down court for Hazley over her head. An exchange of turnovers. Rosensteel with it. Shot clock is off. Rosensteel to the three-point line. Now leaves it for the trailer Stinnett. Amari Stinnett, runner in the lane, no good. Hazley the rebound, ample time for Grove City. 16 seconds to go first half. Hazley over the timeline with it. Hazley gets a high ball screen from Hoff. Hazley, right corner for McDowell, 5 seconds. McDowell dumps it down low. Hoff is open, puts it up and in to beat the buzzer. A fitting capper to a solid first half for the Wolverines, who lead at the break 44-14. We'll come back with a first half recap after this on the Wolverines Sports Network.
I'm Sally, a volunteer at United Way. I'm asking people around the neighborhood what they think this place needs. Excuse me, hi. What do you think this place needs?
I'd like to see more parking.
More playgrounds.
Free movies.
That's easy. Better restaurants.
And you, what do you think this place needs?
This place? Oh, more ice cream trucks.
Okay. How about you?
Wi-Fi everywhere?
I was thinking more money in the pockets of local families come tax time.
Can I change my answer?
I was just kidding about the ice cream.
Oh, that's way better.
Now that you mention it.
When it comes to getting better tax refunds into the hands of local families, what this place needs is you. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org. Because great things happen when we live united. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
This is the news. This morning, we are saluting the 2.2 million women who have joined in the war effort. They now make up 37% of the workforce, changing their role forever.
The prestigious Harvard Medical School is breaking ground today, opening its doors to new female applicants.
Today, little girls all over the world look to the sky, where the first woman is now in space.
Military stereotypes are challenged today with the trailblazing promotion of a U.S. female officer to 4-star general. It was just announced that the vast majority of last year's doctorate degrees were earned by women.
We've come so far, but our news is changing for the worse. More women die from heart disease and stroke than men, even though it can be prevented. Make a change at goredforwomen.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women.
Chris, can you put the video game controller down for a second?
I can talk and play. Oh, I'm totally annihilating this punk kid in Nebraska.
I just feel like you're not acting like a grown-up in our relationship.
Am too.
Well, you still ride your skateboard to work, there's the comic book collection, the race car bed.
Look, I'm young at heart, but I put money to my 401k every paycheck. I picked up a few savings tips at feedthepig.org. I have control over my financial life now, and that feels pretty grown up.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. For free ideas and easy tips on ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
So, I bet I look like a grown-up to you now.
Well, except for the footy pajamas, I'd have to agree.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
(44-14) your score at the break. Grove City in the first half, 16 of 38. That's 42%. Carlow, 5 of 24 for 21%. Each team 21 rebounds. Big story. 20 turnovers for Carlow, which has led to 23 Grove City points. Wolverines have turned it over 5 times. Carlow has not converted any of those into points. 11 points each for Reese Hazley and Alexa McDowell. We'll give you the full stat recap after this timeout on the home of the Wolverines.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that we can give our daughters everything they need to grow and learn. But not every child can focus on classes and play dates.
Nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. face hunger. That's 1 in 6. School lunch might be their only meal each day, and it's heartbreaking to imagine any child going to bed hungry. We're dreaming of a perfect day when kids can smile, play, and just be kids without worrying about where their next meal will come from. Feeding America is working to make that perfect day a reality.
Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste. That food is given to families and children in need. Being a kid should be about doing things that make an ordinary day extraordinary. Learning to play an instrument, building a sandcastle, hosting tea parties. Hunger should never be an obstacle to growing up.
You can help end childhood hunger in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear. Call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? When floodwaters reach your door? When wildfires are engulfing the edge of your neighborhood? Or an earthquake is destroying buildings? When a tornado is tearing through town? Or a hurricane strikes? Or is the best time perhaps today? During a disaster, you may not be able to stay in touch with your family or friends as easily as you think. And it's not always as simple as using your cell phone. That's why now is the time to take action. Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Back here in the Grove City College Arena, it is halftime, and the Grove City women's basketball team leads Carlow 44-14. We gave you a few of the numbers in our previous halftime segment. We can expand upon those here as we progress through our halftime show. 11 points each for Reese Hazley and Alexa McDowell, 5 each for Brooke McCoy and Meredith Sherrod. Anna Novelli with 4 off the bench. Three for Haley Mack, 3 for Kate Klein. Katie Hoff with 2 on that basket to beat the buzzer at the end of the first half. On the Carlow side, the Celtics are led by Amari Stinnett with 3, Gia Rosensteel 3, 2 each for Audrey Klingenpeel, Josie Horn, Jada Drummond, and Courtney Martin. A few other numbers of note. Reese Hazley, 5 rebounds for the Wolverines. That leads the way. That's a game high. 4 assists and 3 steals for Alexa McDowell. And looking here else in terms of fouls, 2 on Kate Klein for Grove City. Courtney Martin has 2 for the Carlow Celtics. Don't forget, tomorrow on the Wolverine Sports Network, we have sports aplenty. Soccer teams, PAC Championship Day. Grove City will host the men's title game at 1, the women at 4:30. The 1 o'clock game, it's Grove City and Franciscan. PAC Sports Network will be here for that, but you'll be able to access everything from athletics.gcc.edu. So that's 1 o'clock. They'll be on air somewhere around 12:50 for the men's title game. And then at 4:30, the Grove City women going for their 3rd straight conference title. Grove City will take on Waynesburg University, 4:30 at Don Lyle Field. As one of our member of our stat crew tonight, Emma Daly, starting midfielder, defender, turned forward, turned to midfielder, going for the championship. Emma's dad, Jake, played football here at Grove City, and he was on 2 conference title teams. So right now, Emma and Jake are tied 2-2. Emma looking to go up 3-2, and that'll be at 4:30 tomorrow. So best of luck to Emma and all of her teammates, as well as the men's soccer team tomorrow. 1 o'clock for the men, 4:30 for the women at Don Lyle Field. Also, tomorrow, the Grove City volleyball team tomorrow night at Geneva, 7 o'clock first serve down in Beaver Falls. And it's pretty simple. If the Wolverines win, they're in the PAC tournament. If they don't win, they would need some help to perhaps get in. But if they win, they're in. That's straightforward. And that'll be 7 o'clock down in Beaver Falls. And the Grove City football team will be on the road beginning a regular season-ending 2-game road trip to Ohio. Grove City at Case Western Reserve. Mark Means and I will have the call from DeSanto Field starting at 12:15 with the Andrew DiDonato Show, brought to you by Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash in Grove City. 12:15 air, kick 1 o'clock. And just as a reminder, the video for tomorrow, courtesy of Case, subscription-based. You'll need a subscription. You do not need a subscription to listen to Mark and me tomorrow as Grove City looks to get win number 6 in a row. It will not be easy, certainly, up in Cleveland against the Case Western Reserve Spartans, who come in at 4-3-1. Looking at the PAC scoreboard tonight, a final Fredonia State defeats Teal 71-44. And a men's final, or I don't know if it's gone final, looks like it has. Waynesburg defeats Hilbert 75-69. Franciscan men a winner tonight over Beloit 70-68. St. Vincent falls to Nazareth on the women's side 60-54. The PAC scoreboard page is all over the map tonight. And one other thing going on, one other event, I should say, going on in Grove City College sports. The swimming and diving teams opening up the home and conference schedules, taking on St. Vincent over the James E. Longnecker Pool. They get underway at 6, and we'll see if we can get you an update on that. Tell you what, we'll get you an update on that, and we'll have the third quarter as well. Grove City, Wolverines off to a good start, looking to get to 7 wins in their last 8 home openers, up 44-14 at the break on the home of the Wolverines.
I'm Sally, a volunteer at United Way. I'm asking people around the neighborhood what they think this place needs. Excuse me, hi. What do you think this place needs?
I'd like to see more parking.
More playgrounds.
Free movies. Oh, that's easy. Better restaurants.
And you, what do you think this place needs?
This place? Oh, more ice cream trucks.
Okay. How about you?
Wi-Fi everywhere?
I was thinking more money in the pockets of local families come tax time.
Can I change my answer?
I was just kidding about the ice cream.
Oh, that's way better.
Now that you mention it.
When it comes to getting better tax refunds into the hands of local families, what this place needs is you. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org. Because great things happen when we live united. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
This is the news. This morning, we are saluting the 2.2 million women who have joined in the war effort. They now make up 37% of the workforce, changing their role forever.
The prestigious Harvard Medical School is breaking ground today, opening its doors to new female applicants.
Today, little girls all over the world look to the sky, where the first woman is now in space.
Military stereotypes are challenged today with the trailblazing promotion of a U.S. female officer to 4-star general. It was just announced that the vast majority of last year's doctorate degrees were earned by women.
We've come so far, but our news is changing for the worse. More women die from heart disease and stroke than men, even though it can be prevented. Make a change at GoRedForWomen.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women.
Chris, can you put the video game controller down for a second?
I can talk and play. Oh, I'm totally annihilating this punk kid in Nebraska.
I just feel like you're not acting like a grown-up in our relationship.
Am too.
Well, you know, you still ride your skateboard to work, there's the comic book collection, the race car bed.
Look, I'm young at heart, but I put money into my 401k every paycheck. I picked up a few savings tips at feedthepig.org. I have control of my financial life now, and that feels pretty grown up.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million bucks. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. For free ideas and easy tips on ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
So, I bet I look like a grown-up to you now.
Well, except for the footy pajamas, I'd have to agree.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
It'll be Grove City ball to start the third quarter. Wolverines will go right to left in the third period. White jerseys, red numbers and letters, red trim for the Wolverines. Carlow in the purple, silver numbers, gold letters, gold trim for the visitors tonight. And it will be Grove City getting the opening possession. Reese Hazley finds Kaylee Devlin on the left wing. Starting five out there for the Wolverines. Hazley, three, no good. Rebound, batted around and out of bounds off of the Wolverines will be Carlow ball. Grove City with Devlin, McDowell, Hazley, McCoy, Scherer, the starting five. Klingenpeel starts the second half for Carlow, along with Rosensteel, Martin, Stinnett, and Horn. So two subs start the second half. And the long two put up and good by Jada Drummond, 19-footer, and Carlow gets the opening points of the second half. The foul in there on Stinnett, who made the basket moments ago. Her first team first, and Sherrod at the line. Carlow foul on number 10, Amari Stinnett. Her first team first, Meredith Sherrod at the line. So Sherrod now with 6 points, 2 for 3 at the stripe this evening. And that one does not stay down, and the rebound snagged by Carlow. Each team's put the ball in the cylinder once in this third quarter. Chatham's was a field goal, Grove City's a free throw. Martin top of the key, Carlow moving left to right. Carlow, 9-7 last year in the AMCC, and Brooke McCoy is going to be called for a foul. McCoy's first, team first. Carlow picked 5th out of 9 in the AMCC preseason poll. Near block, Martin puts it up, no good. Sherrod might have got a hand on it. Devlin gets both hands on the rebound and looking to bring it ahead. Finds McDowell. Alexa McDowell, the lefty, 11 points tonight. Finds Devlin left side. Back out to McDowell. And the entry intercepted. Horn jumped into the passing lane. Horn, fast break fizzles. Carlow sets up its half-court offense. Top of the key, Martin, 3 up and off the rim doesn't go. Hazley flies in for her 6th rebound of the night. Ahead, McDowell, pull up 3 on the way. That one's off the rim. Klingenpeel snags it for Carlow. Teams trading misses. Right of the lane with it is Horn. Leave it for Stinnett. That jumper is well long, but the rebound collected by Rosensteel. And Carlow gets a second opportunity. Stinnett, guarded by Sherrod. Amari Stinnett over to Klingenpeel. The lefty 3 up, and it goes up, and it wedges against the basket support up top. Maybe can we zoom in on that? There we go. Good job, ladies. Diana Kepner, Jess Robinette up there. And Kaylee Devlin will try and dislodge it. Good thing we didn't have that effort zoomed in. That's a miss for Kaylee. Now Brooke McCoy will try. She's 0 for 2. Devlin got a piece of this. Looks like a Kearney game. She almost got a second one stuck up there. McCoy will try it, and she dislodged it, went in the net. Good thing it doesn't count for Carlow. Grove City gets the ball in the defensive rebound. And now the second ball will be taken out of play. So a little bit of levity here in the third quarter. It's opening night. I think it's maybe a remnant of the full moon the other night, too. Brooke McCoy, near side to Devlin, down low. Hazley popping open, lefty layup, rattles out, no good. She gets her own rebound. Second try, up and in for Reese Hazley. A baker's dozen for Reese. Reese Hazley. First field goal of the second half for the Wolverines, and now a foul will be called in the forecourt. It's on McDowell, her second, team second. Carlow ball in the forecourt. Ewing on the near side, out to the top of the key. Right corner, Stinnett looking inside, nothing there. Stinnett harassed by McCoy. Near wing to Martin. Martin against Sherrod, 4 to shoot. Martin lost the handle, it's loose, she dives, comes up with it, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. Good defense by the Wolverines. Things got a bit off kilter for Carlow once Martin lost the basketball. It was good hustle to get it, but it will be Grove City basketball as the shot clock expired. First shot clock violation of the night for either team. Neither team has been in danger of that too often tonight, especially in the first quarter and a half. They were letting it rip. Devlin near block, posting up, lefty shot, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Carlow, and Grove City will keep it. Shot clock should reset to 20, and now it does. Devlin will inbound out of 4 across on the baseline. Finds Hazley circling back towards midcourt. Sherrod top of the circle. McDowell, 3, up, and off the front of the rim. Sherrod flies in for the rebound, put back too strong. Weak side board, Klingenpeel comes out of the pack with it for Carlow. Over the timeline with it, Stinnett for Ewig, and a foul will be called. McDowell picks up her third. Her third, team third on number 3. And Chatham's, see, I tried not to do that. Carlow's number 3, Lexi Ewig, to shoot 2. Of course, Carlow will play Chatham Tuesday night. First one up and good for the McGuffey grad, first point of her collegiate career. Schools, they both start with C. They both were historically women's universities before going co-educational. Second one good for Ewig. They're in downtown Pittsburgh, separated by a stone's throw, and they start with C, and they both have purple in their colors. Down court, Sherrod behind the defense, lays it up and in. First field goal of the second half for Meredith. Ball knocked away in the backcourt. It'll stay Carlow ball. Horn in, Martin out at 6:33 of the third quarter. Grove City a 5-4 scoring edge in the third quarter. Half-court trap by the Wolverines. Ewig in trouble. Looking, and timeout taken by Carlow. We'll take a break as well. Wolverines on top on the Wolverines Sports Network.
Ken Frenchak here from the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. It's that time of year again. Buy one, get one free windshield wiper sale. You heard correct. Windshield wiper sale with any of our Valvoline full-service oil change through the end of the year. So get ready for Old Man Winter today before he arrives. Boca windshield wiper sale through December 31st. You can go anywhere for an oil change, but you come to us for the experience. Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out. It's that easy.
Resuming action with 6:25 to go in the third. Carlow, 2 timeouts left. Grove City has 4. Carlow with the ball. Toth left of the circle, across the circle, kicks it over to Klingenpeel, and Klingenpeel will be called for the travel. Carlow coach Dave Gordon, the play was right in front of him, and I think he probably knows it was the right call, but he kind of a grimace on his face. He thought it was a good move. It was a good move, maybe too good of a move, and Carlow turns it over. Back to Grove City. 23rd turnover tonight for the Celtics. Grove City with 6 turnovers. Emma Ulmer to Sarah Pfeiffer, right wing. Pfeiffer around a screen, hesitates, left side to Klein. Down low for Ulmer, deflected, ball batted around, still loose, and it's Horn with it for Carlow. Grove City gives it right back to the Celtics. Josie Fortuna, Haley Mack out there for the Wolverines also. Driving into the paint, and the pass intercepted. Klein the steal. Klein down court. Klein will go to the block, pulls up, and it's blocked out of bounds by Stinnett. And it will stay Grove City basketball with Josie Fortuna to inbound. Josie's Aunt Tony here tonight, along with Uncle Todd, making the short trip across town. Baseline inbound to Ulmer in the lane. Jump shot no good, and the rebound snagged by Horn. Of course, Josie Fortuna from Laurel High School, just right down the road on State Route 108. And Klein will be called for an arm bar. Her third, team fourth. So 5.5 minutes to go in the third quarter, and Carlow is in the bonus for the duration of the quarter. So this could be a long third quarter. Stinnett across the lane from left to right, puts it up, no but a foul, and she earns a trip to the line with 5:23 to go. Foul goes on Haley Mack, her first, team fifth. Stinnett averaged 7.9 points per game last year, along with 5.3 rebounds, and she hits that free throw. It's her 5th point of the night. Second one doesn't go, and Klein the rebound. Last year, Carlow averaged 65 points a game, Grove City 66.8. Grove City turns it over as the outlet too far. Martin back in for Carlow. And Jada Drummond will make her first appearance of the second half. Drummond played 15.5 minutes in the first half. Wolverines set up the full court man-to-man. And the entry is batted away by Klein. Carlow will try it again. The inbounder, Horn, will come about 25 feet down towards the near corner and get the basketball from Alex Speck. Horn looking, and ball tipped away by Fortuna using the inside hand, and Carlow will try it again. They'll go back to where the previous one was. Shot clock set to 29. Back in the Drummond. Down court to Drummond from Stinnett, Drummond on the baseline. Underneath, throws it into a sea of hands, and Sarah Pfeiffer emerges from the pack with it for Grove City. Pfeiffer over the timeline with it. Pfeiffer sets up the offense over to Klein, and it's intercepted. Martin the steal. Martin lost the handle. Fortuna hustling back, and then Martin takes her down from behind inadvertently. That'll be Martin's third, team second. In wrestling, she get 2 points. In basketball, she gets her third foul. Carlow foul on Courtney Martin, her third, team second. Second foul in the quarter. Far block, Emma Ulmer with it for the cutting Fortuna, and it's intercepted. Stinnett the steal. Stinnett down court, and Fortuna whacked her. Josie Fortuna the foul, her first, and free throws coming for Carlow. Grove City foul number 22, Josie Fortuna, her first. And we're going to have a timeout as apparently somebody's shaking up on the near side. So Carlow takes a time. It's going to be a 30 or full, not sure. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll take it as well. 4 minutes and 42 seconds to go third quarter. Grove City on top on the Wolverine Sports Network.
In 1955, the President's Athletic Conference is regarded as one of the elite NCAA Division III conferences in the nation. Comprised of 12 private institutions and 1 associate member, the PAC thrives in athletics and academics. Now sponsoring 24 varsity sports, the PAC remains unique in this day of high-pressure college athletics, with academics at the core of every program. With over 300 academic All-Americans and over 1,400 academic honor roll recipients with a 3.6 GPA or higher in the past year alone. Our student athletes excel in athletics as well as the classroom. Want to learn more? Visit us at pacathletics.org or follow us on social media.
Amari Stinnett will shoot 2 coming out of the timeout. Full timeout taken by Carlow and Stinnett. 5 points tonight, 1 for 2 at the line. Stinnett a little bit shaken up on the last play. First one up and long, no good. Devlin, Sherrod, Anna Novelli, Reese Hazley, Alexa McDowell for Grove City. Rosensteel, Drummond, Stinnett, Horn out there. As the second free throw is no good, and the 5th player for Carlow is Alexis Toth. Empty possession for Carlow. Here come the Wolverines. Far block to Novelli. Novelli, it's knocked away. As reaching in there and coming up with the steals, Jada Drummond gets it off to Stinnett. Stinnett to the right of the lane. The runner up, long, no good. Rebound in the lane, and Hazley snags it for Grove City. Hazley cross court to Novelli. Novelli to the left block, puts it up, doesn't go. And a foul on the rebound, and it's going to stay Wolverine ball as one of the Carlow players. A bit too physical down low. It goes on Toth. Her second, team third. Carlow foul, number 21, Alexis Toth, her second, team third. Baseline inbound will come to Devlin. Devlin, right of the lane, now steps back into the lane, lost the ball, scramble for it. Able to get it out of there, back to Novelli. 12 to shoot for the Wolverines. McDowell with Drummond pestering her back near midcourt. 6 to shoot. McDowell off a screen, pick and roll for Sherrod, down the lane and a foul. Pick and roll results in a trip to the free throw line, and Maddie Finley picks up the foul, her first, team fourth. Sherrod hits the first one. 9 now for Meredith. She averaged 9 a game last year, the leading returning scorer for the Wolverines. Looking to get into double figures, and she does. Third Wolverine in double digits tonight. Joining Hazley and McDowell, it's 51-19. Hazley leading the way with 13, McDowell has 11. Drummond over the timeline. In the midcourt circle to Horn. Near wing Rosensteel. Rosensteel. Returning letter winner for Carlow. Finds Finley, back to Rosensteel. 11 to shoot. Rosensteel near corner to Horn. Horn pulls up. Now off to Toth. Toth down the lane, lefty shot. Doesn't go, but she's fouled. Novelli got her with the body, and back to the line go the Celtics. Toth a little bit shaken up. Gets a chance to collect herself, and now will shoot 2. Toth yet to score tonight. And she has now. Toth out of South Fayette. They've had a very good girls basketball program now for a better part of 2 decades. That one's short. Rebound loose. Jump ball, and the arrow belongs to Carlow. Good hustle by Carlow, as it was Toth getting a hand in there to force the jump ball. Horn to inbound. Standing on the Essen Wolverines on the baseline. to Rosensteel. Jumper, can't get it to go. Try to kiss it off the glass. Rebound saved by Carlow, but Toth throws it to Sherrod. Here come the Wolverines. Down low for Hazley. Shot blocked out of bounds by Finley. Wolverines, they love that back cut out of the Princeton-style offense. .18 on the shot clock. The inbound goes to Reese Hazley. The swing left side, McDowell wide open three, good. Third three of the night for Alexa McDowell. .14 for McDowell. 54-20, now a jump ball as Finley's tied up and ends up on her wallet. Grove City will get it back after the tie-up. 14 for McDowell. Hazley adding 13. Devlin out. So the Grove City 5 is Reese Hazley, Anna Novelli, Alexa McDowell, Meredith Sherrod, and actually Devlin is in. Thought she was heading out, but she's jogging along the near sideline in front of the Grove City bench. Sherrod in the foul circle. High arcing jump shot off the back of the rim. Loose ball foul underneath, though, as Finley will be called for a foul on the blockout. Finley's second, team fifth. Devlin will shoot two. So now both teams in the bonus for the final 2:44 of a rather slow-moving third quarter. Kaylee Devlin making her first collegiate start tonight. Played in all 27 games last year. Sinks the first foul shot. First point of the night for the 5'8" sophomore. Emma Ulmer back in for Grove City. She came in before the foul shots. And Kaylee Devlin goes 2 for 2. 56-20, Grove City on top. 2:40 to go, third period. Wolverines have won 6 of their last 7 home openers. They're on their way to making that 7 out of 8. Ewig on the left side around a screen from Finley. Give it off to Toth on the left wing. Toth across the lane. Back to Horn, into the lane, and over to Ewig. Long two, up, no good. Rebound, McDowell. Flies in for it for Grove City. Head to Hazley. Hazley in on Ewig, and it's going to be an off. Or is it a foul or a travel? Let's see. And it is a foul. She used the off arm. And Reese Hazley called for the offensive foul. Klingenpeel back in for Carlow. Fortuna for Grove City replacing Novelli. And it's Toth getting a breather on the Carlow side. 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the third. Carlow 1 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Grove City's 3 of 12. Rosensteel to the right block, up with the right hand, off the back of the iron. The rebound loose, and Fortuna secures it for Grove City. Fortuna into the front court with it. Up top for Hazley. Fortuna works it left side, now down low. Hazley flashes open on the back cut. Layup is good. Reese Hazley scoring in the paint again. Klingenpeel left side. Klingenpeel on the baseline, cut off by the rangy Ulmer. Out to Finley, high arcing knuckleball. Long. Hazley tiptoeing the baseline, able to throw it out of bounds off of Horn, and the Wolverines keep possession. Pfeiffer, Klein, Mack in. Devlin, McDowell, Hazley out for the Wolverines with 1 minute, 28 seconds to go in quarter number 3. Of course, the Grove City men, they'll open up the season Wednesday night against Pitt Greensburg here, 7 o'clock. We'll be on air with the Steve Lammy Show at or around 6:35. Klein, near wing to Fortuna. For Klein up top. Kate Klein, 3, good. Kate Klein's second triple of the night. (61-20) Grove City. 7th 3-ball of the night for the Wolverines. They're 7 of 18 from long distance. Klingenpeel to the baseline, cut off by Pfeiffer. Off to Rosensteel. Bounce pass down low, and it's grabbed by Horn. She's fouled on the shot attempt by Emma Ulmer. And back to the line go the Carlow Celtics. Ulmer with the foul, her first. Carlow 4 of 8 at the line in the third quarter. And now 4 of 9. Horn tonight 3 points on 3 of 5 marksmanship at the line. Libby Mikulski, the freshman from Seton LaSalle, getting ready to check in, but she'll have to wait. Second free throw, no good. And Kate Klein collects the rebound. Grove City now with the edge on the glass, 32-26. Mikulski in with 46 seconds to go. Ewig out. The Wolverines will inbound on the baseline. Haley Mack to trigger. Far side, Klein with it, and she is going to be called for the travel. Got the feet tangled up. And the Wolverines turn it over for the 13th time tonight. Turnovers have started to mount up a little bit in the third quarter. 7 for Grove City in the third quarter. Near side ball knocked away. Klein the steal. Klein with it. 3-on-2. Threads the needle for Mack. Lays it up and in. What a pass. And a very nifty finish as well. 5 for Mack. 63-20 Grove City. Shot clock is off. Left side, Mikulski. Jumper good for Libby Mikulski. 4 seconds to go. Mack ahead to Klein. Catch and shoot. 3. Got it. To beat the buzzer. Kate Klein. Welcome to Grove City. A third 3 of the game for Klein. She has 9, and the Wolverines are in command. We'll come back with the fourth quarter. Grove City leads 66-22 on the home of the Wolverines.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Fourth quarter getting underway here in the Grove City College Arena. Carlow with the opening possession of the fourth period. Grove City with the sizable lead here. Courtney Martin on the near wing for Carlow. 20-footer on the way, no good. And Josie Fortuna with the rebound for Grove City. Fortuna, Emily King back out there. Haley Mack, Emma Ulmer, Sarah Pfeiffer. 3 freshmen out there along with Pfeiffer and Ulmer. The entry in for Ulmer intercepted as Courtney Martin picks that one off. Martin's second steal of the night. And each team comes up empty to start the fourth quarter. Moving left to right across the lane, Stinnett, who's back in. Mikulski, she had a long jumper late in the third quarter for her first points of the night. 7 to shoot, Gia Rosensteel. Right of the lane to the block, cut off by Mack, 3 seconds. Out to Stinnett, 26-footer, off the rim, no good. And the rebound, Sarah Pfeiffer grabs it after a nice box out. Gives it off to Fortuna. Here come the Wolverines. Outlet ahead to Mack. On the left baseline for King. King, runner with the right hand, short. Rebound. Martin jostling with Ulmer. And a foul will go on Emma Ulmer, who clipped her from behind in the scramble for the basketball. It's Emma's second, team first in the fourth quarter. In terms of fouls, Martin has 3 for Carlow. Alexa McDowell, Kate Klein, 3 each for Grove City. Klingenpeel left side with it. Klingenpeel will have it poked away by King, and it stays Celtic basketball. 21 to shoot. Left side with it, Ewig. Cut off by Mack. Hands it off to Amari Stinnett. Stinnett left of the lane, and a foul will go on Ulmer. That'll be Ulmer's third, and back to the line goes Carlow. And the Carlow player down at the moment, so with that, we will take a 30-second break. We'll come back with the foul shots after this on the Wolverine Sports Network.
My name is Jim. I'm a veteran, and I lost both legs in Vietnam. My victory was proving that disability is not a limitation.
I'm Julius. I'm a veteran. My victory was going from homeless to home.
At DAV, we're on a mission, helping veterans of all generations get the benefits they've earned.
I'm Cece. My victory was finishing my education.
When America's veterans win, we all win. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Eight and 1/2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, Grove City on top of Carlow, and Amari Stinnett being checked on by athletic trainer Addie Barr underneath the hoop. She's in a seated position. They're examining her right knee. And she's up and not really able to put any weight on it at all. So Stinnett, one of the few holdovers for Carlow last year, which went to the USCAA tournament, finished the season with a win over Maine at Fort Kent. Stinnett, who really a key piece of the Celtics here in 2025-26 out, and hopefully it is something that is not going to be a long-term issue for her. Carlow will substitute a new player in to shoot free throws. That's going to be Alexis Toth. Toth 1 for 2 at the line tonight. First free throw bounces around and is no good. Second one up, and that one off the mark. And there for the rebound is Reese Hazley. Hazley back in there, along with Fortuna, Ulmer, Pfeiffer, and King. Far block Ulmer, and she's fouled down low by Toth. Toth with her third, team first. Inbound to Hazley. Ulmer around the horn to King. Off a screen from Pfeiffer. King three, no good. Rebound, Fortuna. Tracks it down for Grove City. Josie Fortuna. That offensive board, Wolverines 12 on the shot clock. Down low, Hazley on the UCLA cut. Got the feed from Ulmer, and Hazley finishes her first points in the fourth quarter. And the issue with the shot clock, it did not reset as it was supposed to. So the stoppage does allow Grove City to shuffle the lineup. Hazley stays out there. Alexa McDowell, Kaylee Devlin, Kate Klein, Meredith Sherrod back out there. It's Josie Horn, Courtney Martin, Audrey Klingenpeel, Lexi Ewig, and who's the fifth out there for Carlow? Over on the far side, that's Libby Mikulski. Top of the key, Klingenpeel with it. Klingenpeel dribbling around, working on Hazley. Klingenpeel to the left block, up with the right hand. It is long. Rebound grabbed underneath and put off the glass and good for Josie Horn. Horn with 5, first field goal of the night for the 5'8" sophomore. Each team with a field goal in this fourth quarter. Devlin underneath. Devlin blocked down low by Mikulski. Mikulski's given Carlow a little bit of a shot in the arm off the bench. Outlet down court for Horn. beyond her reach and out of play. Rosensteel returns. Klingenpeel checks out with 7:11 to go in the fourth quarter. McDowell to Klein, to Kaylee Devlin on the near wing. 7 minutes to go in this one. Sherrod behind the back dribble into the lane, up with the left hand, good, and a foul. Meredith Sherrod. Nice move for the Texan. 12 points for Meredith. She'll go for a three-point play. Foul on Martin, her fourth, team second. Sherrod, a three-point opportunity. She is 4 of 6 at the line tonight. No good. And the rebound grab, that was a good basket. Everybody stood around except for Josie Horn. Better now than, say, in PAC play, I guess. Ewig with it. Toss it back up top for Mikulski. 13 to shoot. Rosensteel will hand it off. Near side, Ewig with it. Down low onto the block. Pivot shot put up by Martin. Blocked by Sherrod. Rebound. Pinballing around. Hazley had it. Then gets tripped up. And who's the guilty party? It's going to be on Courtney Martin, so she will be disqualified with 6:32 to go in this one. Martin done for the night with 6.5 minutes to go. Sherrod inside, and a hold inside against Carlow. And they get Mikulski? Yes, they do. Sherrod right of the lane, up with the right hand off the glass, doesn't go. Carlow with the rebound. Mikulski with the foul, her first, team fourth. Grove City's in the bonus the rest of the night. Mikulski up top to Rosensteel. 3 from Rosensteel is short. Lands on the baseline. And it will be Grove City ball. Drummond in, Mikulski out. Mentioned Rosensteel from Greensburg-Salem. Her coach there was Rick Klimchuk, longtime coach. His oldest son, Chris, is the head coach of the men at Pitt Greensburg. We'll see Chris Wednesday night when the Bobcats come to town. Sherrod spins into the lane, no good. Maddie Finley the rebound for Carlow. And the elder Klimchuk, Rick, he helps coach his son's team when he's not working with the Greensburg-Salem girls. Pitt Greensburg men, they're one of the favorites in the AMCC this year. King and Mack in. Hazley and McDowell out, presumably for the final time tonight with 5:43 to go. Nice crowd on hand for this Friday night opener. Rosensteel to inbound in the corner. Finley on the left wing. Anna Novelli sent back to the table by head coach Jason Baker. She'll be in on the next stoppage. Drummond. Right of the circle to Horn, out to Rosensteel. 3 good for Gia Rosensteel. Her second triple of the night. Rosensteel. First 3 of the second half for the Celtics. Devlin driving kick right corner. King 3 on the way. Good. Emily King answers with her first collegiate field goal. Emily King hitting the 3 to make it 73-27. 9th 3 of the night for the Wolverines. They're 9 of 21 on 3-point attempts. 43%. You know, Coach Baker will certainly be pleased with that. Tie up on the rebound. Finley tied up by a couple of Wolverines. It will go back to Grove City via the possession arrow, which is being capably operated, as always, by Dr. Chuck Criley, chemistry professor here at the college. Liberty Picarelli will check in for Carlow. Her first action tonight, 5'8" freshman from Gettysburg. And also in will be Julia Ogrodowski, 5'7" senior from Fredericktown. 4:47 to go. Far block in for Novelli. Lost it for a moment, got it back. Drummond poked it loose, scramble. And somebody was out of bounds. Drummond had a foot on the far sideline. Official right on top of it, so it's Grove City ball. Deep in the corner. Inbound to Novelli on the right wing. Novelli for Ulmer, batted away, but Ulmer comes up with it. Reversal left corner. King, another three. Another make. Emily King, back-to-back threes for the North Carolinian. 76-27, Grove City. High-low inside, Finley on the block, up on the right hand. The hook shot is short, Novelli the rebound. Grove City a 38-32 edge on the glass tonight now. Novelli to Mack. 4 freshmen and Emma Ulmer out there. Ulmer gets the feed, posting up. Off the glass, too strong, no good. Finley the rebound for Carlow. Rosensteel dribbling through traffic. Gets around Ulmer, up with the left hand, layup no good. And Emma Ulmer skies for the rebound. And back the other way comes Grove City. Mack with it, left wing. Klein three, that one's off the mark. Rebound secured by Rosensteel with 3:36 to go. The organization of this one is starting to dissolve. Fortuna coming back to the table for Grove City. Ogrodowski, a long two, it's good. The senior hits the long two. (76-29), now a steal. Finley the steal. Finley into the lane, in on King, up with the right hand and missed the layup. Rebound Ulmer, she's fouled, and Emma Ulmer will walk about 80 feet to the other end and shoot two. The foul will be assessed on Jada Drummond, her first. Team 5th, Carlow over the limit. Emma's twin sister, Anna, in the house tonight. She plays soccer and basketball at Geneva. There's no doubting that they are sisters. They are identical twins. They run a state championship team at Northumberland Christian 4 years ago. Emma missing the first one. She's yet to score tonight. She's played 15 minutes. 3 rebounds for the 6'3" senior from Northumberland Christian. Second free throw is good for Emma. She gets a tally mark in the book, and now she gets a seat. So it's Novelli, Fortuna, King, Mack, and Klein for Grove City with 3 minutes to go in this one. Top of the key with it is Drummond. Drummond cut off at the right elbow. Gives it off to Finley. Finley puts it on the floor, gets around Novelli. Finley into the lane up the right hand. Good and a foul. Maddie Finley, a 3-point opportunity. The foul goes on Fortuna. Her second, team third. So Finley line to the right, puts it up, high arcing free throw, and it misses everything, so it's an automatic dead ball, and it will be Grove City possession with 2:46 to go. Coming up in the post game, we will look at scoring and stats and wrap up this one. Grove City's going to start 1-0. Kate Klein around a screen. Klein driving in, and a collision down low, and Kate Klein will shoot two as the defender, Piccarelli, tried to take the charge, but she was tardy getting there, and Kate Klein will shoot two. Klein at the line, misses the first one long. She's looking to become the 4th Grove City player in double figures. 9 points tonight, and there's number 10. 78-31, 2:30 to go in this one. Wolverines will be in action next Friday and Saturday out at Worcester. Pass inside, intercepted. King the steal for Grove City. Wolverines have a toughie next Friday night against Baldwin Wallace. And then on Saturday against Mount Aloysius, Brian Giesler has a really good team down in Crescent as well. So Wolverines certainly will have 2 stiff tests next week. Katie Hoff tried to get back in, but officials weren't waiting around. So Katie will Wait at the table, steal by Klein. Klein the steal. Klein into the paint, pulls up with the right hand, glass and good. A dozen for Kate Klein. Klein's first two-pointer of the night, 3 threes, a 2, and a free throw tonight for the Oxford High School graduate. 1:50 to go. Runner on the right baseline for Drummond doesn't go. Novelli the rebound. Outlet ahead to King. King one-on-one with Ogrodowski. Pivots up with the right hand. Scoop is no good. Rattled out. Looked like an invisible hand punched that one out of there. Back the other way. Down court. Home run pass, and Novelli intercepted it like a free safety. King steps into a 24-foot bomb. Got it. Emily King. King bombs in her third 3 of the night. 11 threes for the Wolverines. Finley grabs it, puts it up off the rim, no good, and the rebound secured by Fortuna. Outlet down court. King wants in double figures. That 3 long, no good. Drummond the rebound. Minute to go in this one. Drummond dribbling through traffic, and she's fouled. Drummond, when she got in the backcourt, she had one thing in mind, that's getting to the rack, and she draws a foul on Klein, her 4th. Fortuna out, Hoff back in. It was a floor foul. And the inbound's intercepted by Emily King. 48 seconds to go. Klein, King, Novelli, Hoff, and Mack are going to take this one home for the Wolverines. Hoff, no good, gets her own rebound. Hoff's second try, and she's fouled. Katie Hoff will shoot 2. Mikulski the foul, her second. Foul on Libby Mikulski, her second. Katie Hoff shooting 2. That one rims out for Hoff. Hoff scored right before the second quarter buzzer to give Grove City a 44-14 halftime lead. Second one is good. The line drive drops for Hoff. 84-31. Drummond brings it ahead. Drummond to the left block for Finley. 20-footer from Finley, short. Rebound Novelli. Gives it off to Klein. Wolverines with 22 seconds to go. Klein dribbling around, finds Mack. Wolverine fans come to their feet. A very successful and fun home opener tonight here in the Grove City College Arena, as Grove City is going to get the win tonight. Time runs out. It's a Wolverine winner, 84-31. We'll be back with a happy recap on the Wolverines Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Dog Show. Up next, we have Satchmo. Satchmo is a member of the Shelter Pet Group.
That's right, a group known especially for their couch-snuggling, ball-chasing, face-licking, tail-wagging, backyard-hanging, and, of course, companionship.
And what breed would you say Satchmo is?
I'd have to go with maybe a lavish terrier-hound, chihuahua-looking kind of mix.
Tremendous dog.
I'd also like to point out Satchmo's coloring, a white, gray, brown, black brindle, simply marvelous.
You know, it's such a treat to watch a dog like this.
Now, let's see him in action.
Look how he makes eye contact with his person.
That's actually known as the treat stare.
How intuitive. And now he appears to be excitedly turning in circles.
Ah, the happy dance, so common with this group.
And finally, the loving face lick.
It's great how he just gets in there and, well, licks.
Fantastic. But really, the best way to know an amazing shelter pet like Satchmo is to meet one.
Visit theshelterpetproject.org today. Adopt.
Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
This is why you work so hard to pay the mortgage. Because home is more than 4 walls and a roof. It's that porch swing on a summer night. It's pajamas with feet and everybody over for Sunday dinner. And that old stuffed chair in the living room you just can't get rid of. This is why you work a second job. This is why you learn to fix things yourself, so you could save on repairs. Because home is your place, your memories, your family sleeping in their own beds at night. And that is why we want to help. We are making home affordable, a free government resource that can make paying the mortgage easier. And now even more options are available. Call 888-995-HOPE today. That's 888-995-HOPE. Or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov.
Good night, Mama.
This is why. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
Back here in the Grove City College Arena, Grove City winner tonight 84-31. Wolverines win the opener. 4 players in double figures. Reese Hazley leading the way with 17 points tonight. 17 for Hazley, 14 for Alexa McDowell, career high 12 each for Meredith Sherrod, and 12 for Kate Klein in her collegiate debut. Wolverines 11 three-pointers tonight, and they get the win by a final of 84-31. We'll take one final break, come back with some more numbers, and wrap it up on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Dog Show. Up next, we have Satchmo. Satchmo is a member of the Shelter Pet Group.
That's right, a group known especially for their couch-snuggling, ball-chasing, face-licking, tail-wagging, backyard hanging, and of course, companionship.
And what breed would you say Satchmo is?
I'd have to go with maybe a lavish terrier hound chihuahua-looking kind of mix.
Tremendous dog.
I'd also like to point out Satchmo's coloring, a white, gray, brown, black brindle, simply marvelous.
You know, it's such a treat to watch a dog like this.
Now, let's see him in action.
Look how he makes eye contact with his person.
That's actually known as the treat stare.
How intuitive. And now he appears to be excitedly turning in circles.
Ah, the happy dance, so common with this group.
And finally, the loving face lick.
It's great how he just gets in there and, well, licks.
Fantastic. But really, the best way to know an amazing shelter pet like Satchmo is to meet one.
Visit theshelterpetproject.org today. Adopt.
Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
This is why you work so hard to pay the mortgage. Because home is more than 4 walls and a roof. It's that porch swing on a summer night. It's pajamas with feet and everybody over for Sunday dinner. And that old stuffed chair in the living room you just can't get rid of. This is why you work a second job. This is why you learn to fix things yourself, so you could save on repairs. Because home is your place, your memories, your family sleeping in their own beds at night. And that is why we want to help. We are making home affordable, a free government resource that can make paying the mortgage easier. And now even more options are available. Call 888-995-HOPE today. That's 888-995-HOPE. Or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov.
Good night, Mama.
This is why. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
Back here one final time in the Grove City College Arena, 84-31. The Wolverines win it tonight. 4 players in double figures. Reese Hazley leading the way with 17. For Grove City, Reese Hazley, 5 twos and a 3-4 at the line, 17 points. Alexa McDowell, 2 twos, 3 threes, 1 of 2 at the line for 14. Kate Klein, a 2, 3 threes, 1 of 2 at the line for 12. Meredith Sherrod, also with 12. 4 field goals, 4 of 7 at the line. She had 12. Emily King off the bench, 3 threes for 9. Brooke McCoy, a 2 and a 3 for 5 in her return after missing last year. Haley Mack debuts with 5 points, 2 field goals, 1 of 2 at the line for 5. Anna Novelli, 2 field goals, 4 points. Katie Hoff, a basket, 1 of 2 at the line. She had 3. Kaylee Devlin went 2 for 2 at the line for 2 points. Emma Ulmer split a pair of free throws. She went 1 of 2 at the line. And Josie Fortuna, Sarah Pfeiffer played, did not score. Grove City tonight, 18 twos, 11 threes, 15 of 23 at the line for 84 points. On the Carlow side tonight, the Celtics were led by Gia Rosensteel with 6 as she hit a pair of 3-pointers. Also 5 points for Josie Horn, Amari Stinnett with 5, and then 2 each for Courtney Martin, Jada Drummond, Maddie Finley, Julia Ogrodowski, Libby Mikulski, and Audrey Klingenpeel. Carlow tonight with 9 twos, 2 threes, 7 of 17 at the line for 31 points. Grove City led at the end of the first quarter, 26-12, 44-14 at the half, 66-22 after 3 in your final 84-31. 84-31, the score. Rebounds 44-38 for Grove City. Hazley with 10 rebounds to lead the way. Rosensteel 8 for Carlow. Assists 4 for Alexa McDowell. Hazley and Kaylee Devlin with 3 apiece. Kate Klein 4 steals for the Wolverines. And on the Carlow side, Josie Horn with 3 steals. Wolverines win it tonight 84-31. And with that, we will wrap up our broadcast tonight. I want to thank our stat crew here, Tyler Grupak, Assistant Sports Information Director, and Emma Daly. Great job by those two. Our tech crew up top, we had Diana Kepner and Jess Robinette. Thanks to them for doing an outstanding job. This is Ryan Briggs saying so long from the Grove City College Arena. The Wolverines are 1-0. They defeat Carlow 84-31. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you next time on the Wolverine Sports Network. Thank you for tuning into the Wolverine Sports Network. We'll talk to you next time on the home of the Wolverines.